in, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Why isn't Twitch chat working? Strange. Let me test. No, now it's working. Alright. You need an 8 PM class? Well, there's always the VOD. Welcome on in, everyone. Today, we are doing my first in a series, which is basically a VTuber channel review. I would love to take what I've learned as a VTuber manager and a VTuber myself, but mostly the management part, and help creators who are kind of looking for feedback to improve their streams in the way they want. So I've basically had a Google form circulating in my Discord server and on my Twitter, as well as on my YouTube community page. And the first category we're looking at in this series is male VTubers. I got 66 submissions, so there's gonna be a few parts to this. And if you are a male VTuber watching this either in VOD form or in live form, and you would like me to check your channel out, let me grab the form for you so that you can also be a part of this first wave of VTuber channel reviews. Let me just published copy responder link, shorten URL. Here we go. In fact, let me pin this to the chats really quick. If you want to participate as a VTuber yourself, fill out this Google form. Okay. Chat. Pin. Okay. Now on YouTube. Hey Yam, are you doing design reviews or content reviews mainly? Content reviews, but if someone wanted feedback on their design, they could ask me for it. I'll probably be noting the design in my full review, but yeah. I know I did design reviews in the past, but now that I'm kind of a VTuber manager and I understand the bigger picture of what makes a channel successful, I'd like to give a kind of well-rounded overall just view of what I see doing right, what they could be improving on, and a few just maybe out there suggestions that they could try. Because here's the thing, I don't have a magic bullet, I don't have a magic pill. Success isn't that cut and dry. So what I'd like to do is just give suggestions on potential avenues a creator could go down. Now, no success is guaranteed from said suggestions, of course. And also, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am a person with biases and opinions. Wow, we're getting a lot of bots. Probably from Twitter. Because, this is the first time I've given a Twitch link on Twitter in a while, yeah. Yeah. You can unlist things and give it to me if you don't want it fully public. Yeah, feel free to fill out the form. I'm really just gonna do these every so often, and I don't really have a schedule. For those of you who know, I'm kind of a hobbyist streamer now, and I kind of go live whenever I feel like it. So I'm very sorry if you miss my live streams and you're watching the VOD. Hopefully the feedback is still helpful, whether it's live or in VOD form. And if you would like to ask me more questions directly, you can actually just join my Discord. That way you can just talk with me in the Bat Bunch Discord if you have more questions about my feedback. Okay. I guess we can start. Let me grab my form. Let's go over to gaming. Let me put my chats on my second monitor. Oh! Thank you. Thank you, OBS. That is what we want. Okay, let me drop a little bit. I'm going to make this dark mode really quick. Thank you. Okay. And then... Yep. Okay, the BGM is gonna have to go away after the introduction. Okay, one more thing. Chat. We're gonna do a little bit of an experiment today. Today, you guys are allowed to give feedback to these creators. I want it to be constructive and respectful. Okay? Today we are allowing it. If it goes wrong in the future, it will only be me giving feedback. But I want to try. Let's see if we can, like, be respectful, be responsible, and don't say anything you wouldn't want to hear yourself. Okay? Sound good? Yokari? Alright. Alright, so I gave people this Google form. Let's just read through it really quick. Hello, I'm Yum Albat. I'm a VTuber manager and consultant. I make videos and a podcast over on YouTube. Work with indie and agency VTubers alike to help them shine and reach their creator goals. Fun fact though, as many talents as I've had, I have never had a male VTuber talent. I've only had female VTuber talents. Isn't that wild? I really want a male VTuber talent. I have a lot of male VTuber friends, and I try to help out their growth when I can. But I've never officially had a male VTuber talent. I'm looking to feature VTubers who are looking to get their name out there. This time around, I'm looking for specifically male VTubers who are looking to get discovered. Now, the main question people are going to have on this VOD, on this series, is why male VTubers? I'm just going to give a really abridged version of my thoughts here. Male VTubers is a genre of content creator that is struggling to find their niche because the target marketing for male VTubers from the agency level down has not served them, has not found a lucrative, consistent audience in the West. Now, if you look at other countries, such as like Mandarin-speaking countries, they have a bit more success over there. But in the West, specifically what I'm saying is America, like North America, and like European, that's who I can speak for, because that's the language I'm speaking is English. Yeah, English-speaking countries. Male VTubers have struggled to find a lucrative niche, a consistently growing niche. So I would like to help individual VTubers find a niche with their content that is going to boost their success more than continuing to only target the like, into male VTubers target demographic. Now, I will say, the reason I started with male VTubers is because, honestly, I saw a lot of even very professional grade creators, and their opinions on male VTubers, who they are as people, who they are as content creators. And I am simply trying to be the change I want to see. I would like to be a positive influence. Sorry for bumping my mic. Actually, how are my levels? Oh, they're good. Okay. I'd like to be a positive influence in a unfortunate world of negativity surrounding this type of creator. I could get into why it is the way it is, and it has to do with culture, romantic parasocial culture, waifu culture, idol culture. I've made videos, I've made podcast episodes on this exact topic. And a blunt truth that just is in our world is that targeting a male audience with female romantic parasocial content creators is a viable strategy, more so, at least in our culture, than targeting female audience with male romantic parasocial aspects. That is a broad generalization, but more or less that is what I have observed. So I would like to take these reviews in a different direction. Like, if that's someone's niche, I will respect that, but I will also try to give suggestions in taking directions in content that will be potentially less saturated and more lucrative. So yeah, that is kind of the reason why I chose male VTubers. I have a bit of a unique perspective on the matter. And also, a lot of my friends are male VTubers. I've always been kind of that person that tends to garner more male friends than female friends. I don't know why, it's just how it goes. So, you know, I think male VTubers are some of the chillest people, and I really like hanging out with my boys. That was cringe. Anyways. So yeah. I require that everyone who wants to be features follow instructions carefully. If you fill this form out incorrectly, I won't be able to fully feature you on my channel. That is just how it goes. I used to like hunt people down for credits, but at this point, I kind of need to be a creator who can like just open a few things and go live. So if you credit yourself incorrectly, or your links don't work, or you didn't answer the question, I can't chase that information down anymore. So, just make sure you're filling things out correctly. Yeah. Alright, eligibility check. We are looking for male content creators above 18 years of age. Why above 18? I don't have control exactly over who my audience, you know, who my audience, comments on. So, I would like to make sure that everyone is over 18, just to make sure that no inappropriate comments are given to those under 18. Alright, I need people who use a VTuber model for at least 50% of their content. Literally no shade to anyone who uses a VTuber model for less, but since this is a VTuber channel review, I'd just like to make sure that we are looking at VTuber content. Under 100k, that's probably easy. I'm under 100k, I'm like 1/10 of the way there. Open to receiving constructive feedback from my audience and I, and then please only oh my gosh, please only include clips that are SFW, PG-13, non-political, and that features or that follows the guidelines on the platforms I am streaming. Very important. Okay? Give me an introduction. Alright. Though a video is preferred, you can write it out instead. Okay. Our first friend who volunteered themselves today is the Zokenman. The Zokenman. I am very excited because we are in VTSO together. We are in the Viola section together, so I'm excited to check out the Zokenman's channel. Conduct Tuber, I like that that double label. And Violist, oh my gosh. Viola players are fantastic at puns, if you didn't know. Well, I vary my games regularly. I lately have been focused on RPGs, indie, and Nintendo games. Nice, nice. Variety of games. Sometimes play Viola on stream, and have just begun uploading covers to my YouTube channel. Let's go! Heck yeah! Uploading covers to your YouTube channel is great. It will definitely help with your discoverability. With plans for more. Plus, I will tell you, there are not a lot of Viola covers on the internet. So if someone is looking for a Viola cover of something, you might be the top search. Yeah. I have learned that the scary way on my own channel. I want to use my space and corner of the internet as not only a place for games, nerdy things, and hobbies, but as a place for viewers to learn more about music. Let's go. Let's go. If you do educational content on music and or like meme content on music, I highly recommend, since this is your niche of choice that stands you out, to be clipping that stuff more than the gaming stuff. Maybe even have a dedicated YouTube clip channel. Doesn't need to be like separate from your cover channel. If you keep it in a separate tab, like if you're only uploading clips to shorts, that might work out. But if you make sure that your identity lies in more of the like music, memes, and education, that is something you can be better known for than like a variety streamer in games. So I'm really glad that you already have like your niche in mind, because that's something I'm going to be focusing on, especially classical. There's definitely an audience for classical music content, more so than ever. I feel like two-set violin really opened the door in this niche, so definitely emphasize this if it's something you enjoy. Making this content will really, really aid you in growth in a comfortable and welcoming setting. Yes, very nice. Any and all questions about music are welcome. Nice. Even the most basic, ranging like what is a violin to more complex things like conducting and performance advice, I might come over. Oh goodness. So I also have a degree in music, but I never got like higher level degrees. I stopped at associates. So although I've conducted, I'm definitely like, that is my weak area because I have not conducted much in my life. Every year, I also team up with creators big and small. Let's go, to raise money for cancer research. That is a lovely cause. I really appreciate streamers who use their time for charity. I'm also a violist in the VTuber Symphony Orchestra. Let's go. Yes. And then of course, we needed a viola joke. No violist is complete without a viola joke. As a violist, there are 3 things they never taught me: how to read and how to count. Haha, there's only 2 things. So, I really like your direction already. let's continue to check out your channel. What type of creator best describes you? The Zokenman checked hobbyist. So, this might seem like an arbitrary question, but it is very important to me. Because as a manager, I'm always trying to support people in their goals. If someone is just doing this as a hobby, might want to grow like a little bit, like just to get like more people to hang out with, that is a completely different approach than someone who's an aspiring professional content creator or aspiring professional agency content creator. All of these have different strategies, and we need to keep in mind each strategy. So for a hobbyist, I would say if he's doing gaming stuff and music stuff, you know, he's free to stream whatever he wants. If he wanted to grow and get discovered a little more, I recommend clipping and focusing in on the music aspect, because classical music as a genre does not have a lot of creators in it. It's less saturated than, say, a variety streamer genre. So, in the case of a hobbyist, I would say play whatever you want. Like, literally, play whatever you want. And if you wanted to grow and, like, kind of have more of an identity for yourself, if that's something you wanted to do, and you don't necessarily need to, like, grind on it too hard. Oh, that was... Nope. Rewind. You don't necessarily have to, work so hard at it. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. I can't with myself. Okay, you don't necessarily have to push yourself, especially if you have a job outside of content creation. Don't push yourself to the point of burnout when it comes to these clips. Clips, short form videos, and or like long form edited videos on the music stuff. Make that when you want and upload it to a dedicated YouTube channel. That YouTube channel can also include your viola covers and stuff, because it's all music related. But don't, like, force yourself into an upload schedule or anything like that if you're not looking to, you know, grind to the top. Alright. What kind of content do you make? What niches do you occupy? Streaming games live on Twitch, music covers on YouTube, and conducting advice for music students. That is fantastic. I love it. Alright. I should have led with this. So sorry. Here's the shout out to the Zokenman. If you guys would like to follow the Zokenman, I'll shout him out on Twitch too. There you go. Alright. So let's watch some of the Zokenman's content. Okay, I'm gonna mute the BGM. Okay. Check out the Zokenman. Alright. Conducting tips and advice for beginners. This is gonna be awesome. Just adjust the screen a little bit here. Great.
Do you have any orchestra conducting advice for beginner? That's a big question. Okay, hold on here.
I love that you just stopped your stream.
Along with your conducting, it's like if you have some means to record it, either phone or like a camera setup, because you can use your ensemble experience to your advantage with that very easily. Because if you cannot follow your own conducting, you have no hope to have anybody else follow yours. But what that also tells you is Similarly to like if you're watching recordings of your own playing, you will see things that you didn't think you were or were not doing. If you give a cue and you think, okay, that felt like a pretty obvious cue, and then when you watch the playback, you might think, what was that? What was that? You can even do it in live time as well. What I actually do is both in my office and in my bathroom, I actually have tape set up on the mirror, like just nice, basic, like clear Scotch or masking.
Oh, I've heard this. Yeah.
Set up in what you want your plane to be. So if my mirror is set up, let's say this is my countertop. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to set up tapes on there at about that. That way you have your box set up in the mirror and you can see where it is, because it's a lot easier to look at yourself in the mirror than try to just look down and try to figure out that box. When I first started, my bad habit was I went out and up too far. My lower planes were pretty good, but I had a bad habit of breaking this side of the box and this little corner of the box a lot. But yeah, that's my short beginner advice, is the more you can see yourself, the easier it'll be to sort of fix a lot of the basics.
Okay. I'm legitimately incredibly impressed by one thing, chat. You know what it is. This Mr. the Zokenman here is incredibly well spoken. He maybe said twice, and he could just go in a very well articulated manner and very well organized. His entire speech to us here, his educational tutorial that is happening in the middle of a Paper Mario stream, mind you, which is the most impressive part to me, is just super well spoken, literally sounds like one of my college professors. And this is the skill that not a lot of streamers have, to be this articulate like me. I am not this articulate live in front of an audience. This took me, as scuff as I am, where I am now, literally took me 5 years. And when I started streaming, I would say a good 70% of my sentences would trail off with no complete thought at the end, because I was just not good at following through and organizing my thoughts. So the Zokenman, I believe that is your strength. Being this articulate from one single chat question in the middle of a gaming stream is so impressive to me. I don't know a lot of streamers who are this articulate live, and I'm sure that comes from your background in teaching and conducting. So please, feel free, if this is your passion, to lean into this. I would say literally making shorts, answering very, very basic questions about what classical music is, how conducting works, that kind of thing, would do your channel very well. Cross-post those shorts on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and then ask your viewers every time you post a short, ask them, what question should I answer next? Feel free to ask me questions in the comments. Then you are fostering engagement to those who are interested in this specific niche. Because when you're answering questions in like a gaming stream, you've got some people who are there for, the classical music because they're your fans of everything. But then there's other people in the chat who might just be there for the game. So if you also open an avenue for people who are specifically interested in your classical music niche to ask questions in a non-live setting, I I think that would benefit you greatly. The reason I emphasize non-live setting is because live streams, they kind of have a shorter shelf life and a more niche of people, like more niche people will actually tune into a live stream than, say, engage in a 1.5 2-minute video answering a single question. So by uploading more short videos answering questions of this nature, you're opening an avenue to a broader audience, regardless of time zone, to discover your content and potentially ask you more questions. And the more questions you get, the more engagement your videos get, the more likely you are to be recommended in whatever algorithm you are looking to grow in, whatever platform you're looking to grow on. So that is definitely an avenue for growth if you are looking for growth. Now, I'm gonna say, I absolutely love your model. Please don't feel like you have to go through the like, oh, my model's so simple, I need to become a Tumblr sexy man to be a real VTuber. Please don't do that. I absolutely love your model the way it is. I believe this is one of those customizable models that I've seen out there. I do not care. I love this. Please, like, don't feel like you need to change your model. Any unique art style model is actually going to set you apart more in the male VTuber space than the female VTuber space. Male VTubers, I highly recommend for them to branch out in art style more. Unfortunately, with female VTubers, it's a little harder of a sell, and I hate that, but it's true. What you're trying to do as a male VTuber is actually get further away from any type of VTuber meta, so to speak. We actually want to remove ourselves from the Luxium Niji Sanji approach. So by being more of a Sanrio style VTuber, I think that is actually setting you apart, and I don't want you to lose that by feeling like, oh, I need to quote-unquote upgrade my model. If you upgrade your model, I highly recommend continuing in the art style you have chosen for this current model. Continue in that thick outline, cartoony, cute art style. I really like what you have going on here. And I don't want you to lose your identity by trying to conform to what's quote-unquote an upgrade. Okay? Yeah. Male VTubers are sexy anime man or femboy. Yeah, I highly recommend that if you are looking to grow as a male VTuber, as a VTuber in general, removing yourself from the meta is one way to do that. It kind of creates a blank slate for expectations on you and your content when you have something outside of the norm. Yeah, or little guy slime. Yes. Hi, Ceylon. Alright. That was the first clip from the Zokenman. I absolutely love it. I am subscribing. I can't believe I wasn't subscribed to a person in my section. I'm a terrible section member. Alright. Let's go to the next clip. I also love the length of these clips. These are perfectly length clips. Ooh. Let's go. The articulation. This is not easy to do, chat. Sorry, I didn't realize how low it was for you guys. Ooh! We're moving up the instrument. This is also really good timing. Ooh, Gliss. Or sorry. Is that Gliss? Yeah, it is Glissandro. Ooh, I like the octaves. That sounds really good. Holy heck. Holy heck. Oh man. Oh man. Zokenman. Please do more of this. I love your covers. This was a really complicated cover. For those of you who don't know, that was like 4-ish layers. I hope I wasn't wrong there. Could have been more. Anyways, fantastic. I love that you kept it really organic. I've noticed, and I am having a cover release very, very soon too. So nervous sweat. Take my own advice. But I think a lot of, oh man, can I say this without raising expectations for myself? But I think a lot of music in general on YouTube is overproduced, and I really appreciate that you kept this very organic. You didn't time and tune the heck out of it. It sounds as if I've got like 4 or 5 viola players in a room with me. All you need is like, I mean, I really like the mixing on this. All you really need is like in general, if you're doing like instrumental mixing, not that I'm an expert, I literally just learned mixing, just by the way. But not altering the sound of your instrument too much is very important when mixing. And I can tell that you're a professional player. Like, I can definitely tell from the musicality that you are a high-level violist, and I really respect the heck out of you. Fun fact, for those of you who don't know, the Zokenman and I are in VTSO together. And I'm gonna admit something. I am the weakest viola player in VTSO. I was the first, but I'm also the weakest. Everyone else plays circles around me. And I'm so thankful to be a part of that group. I feel like I'm learning a lot. And that's not me being humble. I'm literally talking about skill level wise. I am the weakest violist specifically, and that is okay, right? I dip my fingers in a lot of creative endeavors, so I'm okay not being the top in all of them, right? So when it comes to recording viola for VTSO, usually the Zokenman gets his recordings in really early, and so I can use him as kind of my stand partner. I download his recording so that I can play alongside his recordings, so that I'm not playing my part alone in my recording room. So I just kind of use him as a reference on like the musicality, articulation, and stuff. So thank you for being such a good Viola player. Makes my life easier. Okay, one more. One more clip. Ooh, you've got a maid outfit. What did I walk into? Oh my gosh, look at look at the brain rot around the screen. I like your sense of humor. We got the peanut butter jelly time. We've got a meme with his face on it. Hamtaro. Band meme. Oh my gosh. Alright. I don't know how loud this is gonna be, chat, so I'm sorry if I explode your ear holes.
How to save a life.
Oh, no! It's Portal!
No!
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Yes. You definitely have... You kind of sounded like R2-D2 there. Classic memes. Why is it so brain rot? Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm following. So... Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. I definitely think that this kind of...
save a life. No! No!
Yeah. Classic. Classic. You're doing something confident and kind of goofy, and then you die. Especially the ironic of, like, the ironic thing that you're talking about life, and then the opposite happens where you die. That is a classic VTuber. I'm saying VTuber just because I don't watch many streamers outside of VTubers, but this is the classic VTuber humor. I think generally, for those who are looking to be more clippable, I've had to do this research because this is one of the questions I get asked the most when I am working with a client. They're asking me, I'm just not fun or interesting on stream. Or they're like, I feel like I'm fun and interesting on stream, but I don't feel clippable. So this is like kind of a masterclass in clippability. How do you become more clippable? Do things you know you might fail at with crazy confidence. Walk in loud, proud, confident, that kind of thing. So that if you fail, it's funny. And if you don't fail, you look like a boss. Either way is gonna be clippable. Setting yourself up. It's kind of like with physical comedians, like laying out the banana peel. Set yourself up. Be like, if you know something, like if you're about to like make a jump, can be like, chat, watch me nail this first try and then jump. If you nail it first try, it's clippable. If you fail, it's also clippable. So just finding ways to set those moments up, it makes it still authentic, because it's not like you edited it together. You were just strategic in the way you approached a jump in the game. That's all. It's strategy. It's not inauthenticity. Yeah. So finding ways to do that, just like the Zokenman here. He walked in confidently, he was singing about saving a life, no less. And then he failed by dropping the turret off the thing, and then, of course, hamming up the reaction to things where you're falling, making R2-D2 noises. Perfect. Now this could have all been on accident, but it is a good clip nonetheless. So yes, Zokenman, I think you're doing a great job. Yes, you'll be provided the VOD, so sorry. So sorry, I am streaming at 8 a.m. I know that is too early for a lot of people, and I know a lot of people are at work right now, so I really apologize that I am this way. But this is the time that works for me. Okay, so overall feelings of the Zokenman's channel. You're doing a great job. The only thing you can do, let me just make sure. The only thing you can do more. Yeah. Okay, good. You're posting your clips on Shorts. What I recommend you do more of, honestly, and this is all optional because you are a hobbyist. Do more of this stuff. Do more of the, like, music tips stuff. Make those shorts. Cross-post them. And take audience submissions the most you can. Just, like, a simple, if you would like me to answer your music questions, comment them down below. That kind of thing. Posting videos just answering really simple questions like, why does the conductor have a white stick? That kind of thing. You could even do like a video on like something silly like the accuracy of Wind Waker conducting. Something super like just whatever. Feel free to take any of these ideas, by the way. Like, I don't know if they're good, but this is for you. So, generally, your covers are fantastic. Take those covers, upload them on short form content. I'm sorry. That is kind of the way to grow. I hate it too, but TikTok is a good place to be a musician. And generally, like, continue with what you're doing. I think you're an entertaining gamer. Gaming streams, play whatever you want. Don't worry about, like, meta with gaming. That's supposed to be your, like, fun time. Your growing niche, the niche you could grow in, is your music more than your gaming, so focus on the music if you're looking to grow. Cross-post that music. Make dedicated short videos on answering music questions, even basic ones. Even, I think, just what's the difference between a violin and a viola? Short or short form music or short form video would go hard. So definitely, if you're looking to grow, lean more into the music. Just from a presentation standpoint, I recommend that you continue to use the model you use in your live streams. Use that in the majority of your content, this model. I really like this model. Use this model when you're talking in your videos and your shorts, that kind of thing. I think it's a fantastic model. I really like it. I really like the art style. If you ever upgrade models, I recommend continuing in this art style. So yeah, that was our first channel. Everyone give a hand to the Zokenman for being our brave first contestant. And thank you for the follow slip, sir. Alright. Yay, Pachi! Alright, let's go to our next VTuber. I'm going to provide links and timestamps in the YouTube VOD, so that people can find their own response if they only wanted to watch their response eventually. Of course, I can't provide that live. Oh well. Okay, next person. Okay, let's find their username. I should have specified. Game Master Tom. Game Master Tom. Shout out to Game Master Tom. Hello, Roger Busman. Welcome on in. Alright. A Spanish, English-speaking VTuber that enjoys playing games and share what I know about game design. Ooh, game design! That's a cool niche. What best describes you? Hobbyist. Let's go. I love hobbyists. They're my favorite. Alright. What kind of content do you make? What niches do you occupy? Gaming, live streaming, occasionally edit videos, but those don't feature the VTuber model as much. Got it, got it. Yeah. Alright. Let's watch your clip. And let's check out your channel. Okay. Oh, that's a cute model. I like your model. Oh my goodness. I like the logo. I like the overlay. Very nice. Okay. I have no control over the volume here, so I'm sorry again, chat. I have to start it. Let's have it here. So it looks like you're playing Dark Souls. That is a very good streaming game. Nice. Ooh, he's about to beat it. Ooh. Oh, he dodged it. Nice. Using fire.
¡Oh my god! ¡No! Dígame cuenta, cuenta. ¡Yeah!
Oh, nice!
¡Con todo! ¡No me interesa lo demás!
Let's go! Oh my gosh, what a clutch moment. Very, very nice. I'm so glad that it counted as a win. Love it. Oh, fellow creator from Latin America, I was scared to submit my own stuff because it's in Spanish. Don't be scared. I'm happy to look at any language. Although I might not understand it, I'm happy to still look at your channel. If you're willing to just, like, give me kind of an explanation of what's going on in clips, if it's not super abundantly clear. If you just want to, like, give me a little bit of a paragraph, like, here I am talking about blank, or in this clip, this happens. If you want to just give me an explanation, because I do not speak Spanish, unfortunately, but I'm happy to still feature Spanish-speaking VTubers. I think the ES VTuber community is lovely, and I have a lot of Spanish-speaking VTuber friends. I wish I understood, but still feel free, regardless of what language, to submit to me. I'm happy to even use translators for the text portions as well, if, you know, anyone wants to submit in a different language, I really don't mind. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. So, English, Spanish-speaking VTuber enjoys playing games and sharing what I know about game design. Lean into that game design niche. I absolutely love hearing analysis. Let me check out. Yeah. Very nice. Love the PNG tubers here. Ooh, love your starting soon. I love the theming. Here, I'll talk about design a little bit. I really like your theme. I really like your character design. I really like your model. I think it's really cool. And if you're going for, like, that mysterious cool guy vibes, you are nailing it. You are. I think that's great. I love the jazz intro. It's very Lupin. I don't know if you've watched Lupin, but I absolutely feel like, ooh, I love your branding. Okay, let me scrub through this a little bit. If there's any other branding I can look at. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, a few things we can do to improve and just polish. I would first make your profile picture match your VTuber model. We want consistent branding because the way humans remember you as a content creator is mostly through your face. So if your quote-unquote face is your VTuber model, making it consistent through your branding that your VTuber model is somewhere in your profile picture, in your banner back here, adorable Splatoon. You could even take this starting soon screen, take the text starting soon off of it, and just make it your banner. I really like this art of your PNG tuber here, in the Game Boy-ish style. The pixel style. So if you change your branding to be consistently GM Tom and use your VTuber model more in your branding, I think you will be more memorable to an audience who is stopping by. They'll kind of know what you're about. I think if you are looking to, that's really it on the streaming side. If you're looking to be discoverable off of Twitch, be more discoverable on, say, YouTube or Twitter. Let me see if you've got, let me check. Do you have your Twitter linked? I'm glad your links are here. Everyone check if your links work. Everyone check if they're there. Okay. Good thumbnails too. Great thumbnails. Also, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, you wanna duel me? Who wants you wanna duel me and my terrible Sky Striker deck? My terrible Suship deck? My Performapel deck? I'm down. Hit me up. So yeah, again with the banner, I love that you have, like, I do love that you have your favorite games here. You don't have to take your favorite games out of your banner, but adding your VTuber PNG into your banner will be helpful. Good links. Good thumbnails. I think just branding yourself more with your VTuber is all I can really say. Now, if you wanted to be more discoverable off of Twitch and be more discoverable on YouTube, I do think that, like, having a bit of a, maybe even a second channel where you make videos specifically talking about game design. Talk about it in your second language and first language, whatever you want, and then have subtitles in both languages underneath. So if you're, like, trying to get a multilingual audience in Spanish and English, doesn't matter what language you're speaking, just have subtitles for both on your video talking about game design. Especially if it's in short form. I think that would be really good. Would help benefit your channel. You wouldn't even have to make a second channel if you just wanted to. Ooh, nice clipping. I like it. I like that you have different expressions on your PNG tuber too. Yeah, so if you just wanted to start talking about game design, or if you ever happen to start talking about it on stream, having subtitles in Spanish and English just solidify your brand around being the game design guy. That way, people can know you more for that than just playing games. Because, unfortunately, playing games, I don't ever recommend, like, oh, just stop playing games. No, that's not what I'm recommending. Playing games in itself is hard to get discovered. So you need, like, a hook for people to get dragged into your community. So having game design as your hook, like the sample treats outside of your bakery window, to invite people in to watch your game streams, having videos on YouTube talking about game design, can be a way to remain discoverable even when you're not online. And then those people who know you for game designs, playing games is a parallel thing to your niche in talking about game design. So of course there's going to be people who watch you for your game design videos, and then they come over to watch you play games because they're interested in someone who knows about game design, what they think of their favorite games, right? So I think that would be the way I'd approach growing this channel. Just more consistent branding of your VTuber model all around your channel, and then also just lean more into that game design video aspect to get more, what's it called? More discoverability. All right. Thank you so much for submitting, GM Tom, Game Master Tom. I really like your branding. Yeah. All right. Move on. Think we got time? Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, give a round of applause for Game Master Tom. So sorry, I forgot to say that. I want to say it for everyone. I really appreciate anyone who was brave enough to give me their channel. I hope I am giving advice that you find helpful. Let me take a sip of my tea, because clearly I need it. Alright. Let's go. Alright, introduction! Oh, let me grab the link first. Alright. Looks like we've got Lance White today. Here is all his links. Oh, it doesn't... Doesn't fit. Hold on, I gotta... Blue Sky profile? Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys the YouTube and Twitch, because it doesn't fit in my comments. In my, there you go. Here you go. Multi-streaming! Let's go, fellow multi-streamer. Let me turn the BGM on, because we're gonna do some reading. Alright. Here we go. Hi, I'm Lance. I am a VTuber, or GIF-tuber, if you will. I love GIF-tubers. From Argentina! Let's go! And I've been at this for like 2 years almost. Nice. Well, that's how long I've been VTubing, at least. In reality, I've been making content on the internet in one form or another for like 17 years. Wow, that's amazing. I bounced around, uploading random stuff I was interested in through different channels until VTubing came into my life, and I discovered that being on and doing streams was the most fun things I've tried online, and here we are. I'm so glad. That is the way to get into VTubing, is fun first. Just being like, wow, this is a lot of fun. Yeah. On my streams, I do a variety of things. I like to play a lot of video games. Let's go. Mostly gachas. I pray for your wallet, my friend. I'm also a musician and composer. Oh my gosh. So I've done a number of music streams, and I'm a certified yapper. Let's go. You sound lovely. So I just generally do that no matter what. Sounds like we're on the same wavelength. In real life, I'm also finishing my software engineering degree. Oh my gosh. Which is why I've taken some of that knowledge and applied it to a bit of my streams. Having done a number of chat integrations with StreamerBot that affect my model, voice, and a number of other things. I love when VTubers do chat integrations. I love that. It is not for me. I am a tech Neanderthal, really. I'm really bad with tech, so whenever someone can do it, I hats off to you. I also love when people have custom ones, so the fact that you used your degree to do something custom for yourself is amazing. You sound like a Renaissance man. You really do, with the music and the... yeah. A lot of Renaissance men and women find the VTuber niche to follow their interests the most because VTuber community is used to kind of a jack of all trades creator where it's like, oh, well, take Mori Calliope for example. She is a lyricist, a rapper, an animator, obviously a character designer. She also is an entertaining streamer. She can sing, she can dance. We're used to that kind of culture. So I think that's why people who are kind of jack of all trades, multiple interests, are drawn to VTubing specifically, because we're so used to that. Seeing that in other VTubers. I also made my little chibi guy, who we call Jimmy, become sort of a React bot who can pop up at any time and say random line out of 100 or so lines. Ooh! Ooh! Very nice. That's good interaction, which has resulted in some hilarious moments and some mishaps too. Okay, so you got kind of like a small Neurosama moment. I love all this. This sounds like a very solid, what's it called? Very solid foundation for an entertaining stream. Not only just an entertaining stream, but a community building stream. When you have these integrations, when you have this sense of identity that's really strong with your stream, it is easier for passerbys to become full-fledged community members. Because you are offering something unique and different, and something that a community can form around. Outside of VTubing and relating to my music knowledge, I've done a number of just normal BGMs of various vibes. Most notably, I've done a bunch of VTuber remixes, let's go, where I grabbed samples from other VTubers and made music out of them. Nice. I've done a Rora Panthera remix after she accidentally raided me. It was an accident? Are you sure? Or a lo-fi track using a lot of Mori Calliope screams, which she noticed and even used in her stream. Okay, so it sounds like you've gotten into VTubing through being a Hololive fan, right? Funny that I used Mori Calliope as an example for you before I even knew there was a connection here. And even a squeegee song. Ooh, you're a shroom mate. That makes a lot of sense. Renaissance creator is a shroom mate. Even a squeegee song that manages to concisely explain the whole rubric for critiquing character designs. I need to hear this. But yes, another way to grow as a content creator is to essentially make fan art. This is more or less a fan art moment, even though it's fan music. This is fan art in the same, it functions the same as fan art. It is a discoverability tool. There are a lot of artists who use fan art as a way to grow their audience themselves. Yeah. Because it shows the internet, the world, essentially, hey, this is the stuff I'm into. If you are also into it, you can follow me for more content about the stuff we are both interested in. You know? I don't know why my mouth's not tracking super well today. Sorry about that. Let's see, what type of creator describes you? Other, hobbyist for now, but hopefully a professional in the future. Indie or corpo, I'm fine with either. Alright. In that case, because we've got our first aspiring professional, I might go a little bit harder on the critique, because I know that you are in a growth mindset. But please, continue to have fun with it, okay? Even if I am taking a professional lens, you could literally ignore all the professional advice I give and just have fun with it. And it is equally, if not more valid. I promise. Alright. What kind of content do you make? Gaming content is the one I do most, yep. But music is also up there. Same with just chatting. I've also edited all of the videos and shorts on my channel. Let's go. Dedicated. Alright, so we've got some clips and a song. Let's see the questions. I think my biggest hurdle for growth has been my presence on social media, since I'm unsure of how to actually tackle that sometimes, and my ability to network. I've gotten better for sure. I've got a lot of friends, but even with them, I have difficulties reaching out and setting up collabs or the like, so I'd love some advice on how to improve that. Alright, so let us watch your videos, get your content kind of in our brains, and then I'm gonna check out your social media for you. So, let's listen to the Lo-Fi Cali song first. Gonna cut our BGM here. Let's listen to this. Ooh, pretty art. Very nice. Art by Kyria. Nice. I really like this. Already gives me you're getting the lo-fi vibes by association with the lo-fi girl fan art here. And I think that is the best way to kind of get people to click on it, honestly. Getting the fan by association with the artwork type thing. Alright, let's listen to Lo-Fi Mori Calliope Screams to Relax and Study To. Nice. Ga, yep. It's a Tom scream. I really like it. Like, meme factor aside, it's also a banger. This is dedication. Okay, this is hilarious. I'm gonna say you are creative with wonderful ideas and very good execution. I understand why you have been featured on the Hololive channels before. For sure. I definitely think that this is the kind of humor that other Holo bros are looking for. If you would like to grow, leaning into this will definitely help. I can already see that it's helped. You've got 5K subscribers here. Mori Calliope even responded. Can't wait to share this with stream. Thanks for your hard work. Yes, I think you've definitely got some talent in music for one. And you've got the humor style. Yeah, you've got the correct humor style that matches up with Hololive fans. So like, if you wanted to lean into that, that is totally like a valid way to go, is just like a fan remixer. I think that's fantastic. If you enjoy doing it, heck yeah. I would also, you know, let me check here. Let me just look at your videos here. Oh, here's the rotation song. You know what, I'm gonna check it out. I'm just gonna check it out a little bit.
Hello, I'm Squeegee. You all know this.
Aww.
All right.
I like the laughs.
Roommates, rotate at them. Bye.
Cute.
Hello. Players, if I can identify you, 4 points. If I draw a ladder over you, and it is forming a climbable ladder, no points. Complexity versus clarity. If I cannot make you much push, no points.
Oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Fantastic job. Yep, I'm gonna like this one. This is perfect. Comment. Good job! Okay, so you've got this idea of like doing roommates, oh my gosh, roommates, doing remixes for fan art, and I think that's lovely. I can tell that you are very passionate about what you do. Very nice. Now, let's check out like the streaming side. I think we've got some shorts here. And thank you for editing your shorts, your clips for us here. Alright. Oh, your VTuber model's cute! Cute. Alright. Let's check this out. Hopefully I don't blast your ears, chat. Let's see.
All things considered, I did good on that one. What else we got? Jugemu Sequencer?
Thank you for the subtitles.
Okay, hold on. Shut up, Miku. You mean Jugemu Goko no Surigi de Kaichu Sugi de Sugi Matsu Urai Matsu Fure Matsu Kunero Tokonismo Tokoro Yabra Goji Pipe Pipe no Shuringan Shuringan no Gurin Dai Gurin no Popokopi no Popokona no Chokumi no Chosuke? Is that what you mean?
It's the meme!
I can do that.
You can say it!
Ow! Don't slap me.
Okay, you know what vibes I'm getting from you so far is you are just a dedicated fan. Because you have memorized the meme. I would lean into that. Your identity as a dedicated fan who doesn't, oh, see, I'm gonna curse. I'm not gonna curse. Half-arse things. You don't half-arse things. You do everything with your full booty. That is what I'm getting at. You dedicate to memes. That is your branding. You dedicate to remixes, meme remixes for VTubers. You dedicate to memes of epic proportions. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes heart. And I think that is incredibly endearing and charming, especially to other nerds, to other fans who are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did the bit, and he committed to the bit. In fact, you could literally just say, hi, my name is, White Flame? Lance White. Hi, my name is Lance White, and I commit to the bit. I would put that in your branding. Alright. Full chest forward, yeah. Chest is probably more family-friendly than booty. Alright. Alright, I think this is the gotcha, because I see the thumbnail is gambling. This is a great thumbnail, by the way. I don't know if you can... I don't think currently you can decide thumbnails on YouTube, but it chose a good one.
Today, we try to fix Jimmy.
Oh no, it's your chat bot. Let's
Jimmy
see.
has learned a lot of things since then. Are you finally back to being normal? Let's go gambling. He wants to go gambling. I don't think he's normal, guys.
Was that the bite of 87?
It was not the
Oh
bite of
my
87,
gosh.
Jimmy.
This will drastically affect the fishing season.
He's very worried about the fishing season. I mean, Jeff Goldblum is chill, isn't he, Jimmy?
Throw cheese at him.
Why? What did Jeff Goldblum do to you? That scene in particular.
When you build a new house, make a parapet around your roof so that you may not bring the guilt of bloodshed on your house if someone falls from the roof.
Thank you for that, Jimmy. I don't know how to feel about that.
I like you. I like your content. Bro. I rarely find someone who is so memeable, so dedicated to their memes. And like, I'd say your humor style is unique. Lean into that unique humor style. If there's anything we need, it is indeed unique humor. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Lance, I'm gonna teach you how to network a little bit, but honestly, I don't have a lot of notes for you. I think you're doing good. Your edits are good. Your streams are entertaining. Your clips are entertaining. You make good music, and you've found your humor style and your niche already. I don't have a lot to say in terms of content. I think you're doing great. Honestly. Yeah. Yeah. I like that you have separated things from music on your videos tab and clips on your shorts tab. That's very good. Very good. Keep it organized. I really... Yeah. I would make your catchphrase "I commit to the bit," because you sure do. You sure do. Just put that in your branding. Okay, let us talk about networking. Because you have great content, and I'm sure plenty of people will want to collab with you. Let's go over to your Twitter. Okay. Pinned of what you're most famous for. Great. Casual tweeting. Good. Cool. Going live stuff. Nice. I like your thumbnails. You got a schedule. Very good. I realize I probably shouldn't make a habit of scrolling down on people's, oh, he's following me. I'm gonna follow back. I like your stuff. Yeah, what was I saying? Honestly, what was I saying? Your Twitter looks good. You got your DMs open. Good. Alright. So, you've got a decent following already. The way you could level up your Twitter game just a little bit, if you're looking for stuff to do on Twitter, take all these shorts you've got and upload one of them a week to Twitter. Now I'm gonna give a little professional advice, okay? This is professional. Feel free to throw it out if you don't want it, okay? This is if you were striving to be a professional content creator. Only tweet about things relevant to content creation, like your channel kind of thing. Like for instance, this tweet, like, finally Friday, this week felt long. Not the best tweet for engagement. It's totally fine as a hobbyist to like make these posts. But until you're like here's the weird thing. When you're a smaller creator, making random tweets like this actually doesn't help you because it lowers your average engagement. If you were a big creator, making tweets like this is fine. Let me open, since we are on the Mori Calliope minded stuff, let's just go to Mori Calliope's. Mori Calliope. Okay. This is gonna be more of a goal. First of all, Twitter meta right now. Image or like some sort of media, video or image under every tweet. That helps boost engagement because you're giving something for your audience to look at and stop on your page. Now, of course, Callie has more announcements than you need to make. But, even just, like, doesn't matter. I know you're like a VTuber, so you don't have a million expressions, but just putting an expression under your tweet here will help. It's okay to reuse expressions, too. Who cares? Just reminding, Twitter is here to remind people you exist and prove as your, like, streamer resume. If people scroll back, they want to see what you've done in the past. Consider Twitter more your resume than your actual, like, social media. Now, here's, like, a sad truth here. Like, Mori Calliope can tweet, I had steak dinner with my clock woman, I love her. Like, just you think that this is just, like, a random tweet that doesn't really mean anything, but this actually has a strategy to it. Number one, this is making an idol creator more authentic. Number two, she is mentioning her coworker, a clock woman, and how much she loves her. Hololive builds its branding on all the members being friends and or in love with each other. I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry. It's true though. So, this is actually a strategic tweet. We've got the media underneath, and then we've got building authenticity for an idol creator. And then we also have the Hololive branding strategy, which is all the Hololive girls are friends and love each other. Right? So, although, like, if you're following Hololive, you would be like, oh, they tweet about all the random stuff they do a day, so I should do it too. However, that is not the case. They are not really random tweeting. They are tweeting according to their brand. Now, they have the opposite problem as a small creator. So the small creator problem is you have to convince people that you have something to offer the world and you can be polished, you know? Authenticity is not your problem as a small creator. It's actually combating the too authentic problem where everyone thinks you're an average Joe. You need to show people that you're not an average Joe, and here's why. You need to prove to people as a small creator that you are worth following, and you are above an average Joe in terms of content. So you have the uphill battle of proving yourself. However, large creators have the opposite problem. They're too polished, and they lose their authenticity. So, the strategy for a large creator is to bring that authenticity back in with posts like these. Small creators making these posts on occasion is fine, But if it's the majority of what you're showing on your social media, you're gonna be kind of labeled as like an average Joe with nothing fantastic to show the world. So following this strategy of like, I'm just your average Joe, like idols do, is not gonna help you as a small creator. Mori is trying to solve the opposite problem of you. You know? She's trying to rehumanize herself because it's easy to put her on a pedestal now that she's over 1 million subscribers. You've got the opposite problem. You've got, I need to prove to people that I'm not just like a random dude. I have something to say, and I make cool stuff. Mori Calliope is like, I make cool stuff, but now I need to remind people I'm human. And you have, I'm human, but I need to remind people I make cool stuff. So your strategy should be surrounded around the cool stuff you make instead of trying to convince people that you're authentic. Because your authenticity is gonna come through as a small creator already. That's not to say you can never make, like, authentic posts. Please continue to make authentic posts, but you need to continue to talk about your content more on your Twitter, so that when people come to you and are like, hey, this guy reached out to me for a collab, let me see what he makes. Other than your pinned post, you should have the rest of the stuff you make pretty clearly and very quickly viewable on your Twitter. Now, as a small creator, you don't need to be posting constantly on Twitter. You just need to be posting high quality stuff that might get you more reach. These going live posts are absolutely fine. I'm so glad to see a clip here. But yeah, just try and make your I like that I'm seeing more media as I scroll down. That's good. Oh, good. You're promoting. Yeah. Instead of posting the full fan song on Twitter, post 30-second clips of this song once a month. That way, because, oh, Lance White, hello, we're talking about your social media, and we're gonna answer your question on how to network. I just went through your channels, and I am a fan. I really like your work. I think you're a renaissance man. I think you've got great potential. But yeah, like, here, instead of posting the whole fan song, you could take, like, clips of this song and post it for months to come. You've got to constantly assume that people aren't going to scroll more than 5 tweets to see your stuff. So if let's say you've only got 3 songs out, but those songs are 5 minutes each. Oh, this is not good math. Let's say you've got 5 songs out, but these songs are 5 minutes each. Posting a minute of it once a month, and then, like, posting about your songs once a week, you can rotate between your 5 songs and just continue posting about them. That's 25 posts right there. Recycle your content more. It's not lazy, it's actually just what you have to do to remind people of what you do. So instead of posting full songs on Twitter, posting little clips of them is going to be better, and then link in the replies the full version. Yeah. That way, you don't even have to change too much about, like, what you actually tweet about. You can still tweet about your regular life. I just need more of your song content, need more of your stream content, so you don't just look like, for lack of better terms, a VTuber, and more like a content creator who is serious about making really committed, really polished stuff, because that's what you do make. Yeah. Your Twitter doesn't reflect how cool you are off of Twitter. The issue with that would be I have to make more music. You don't have to make more music, actually. You've got enough here. You've got plenty. Even if you posted it on Twitter before, take something from 2 years ago, heck, and repost a clip of it. I promise. The internet's memory is very short. And even if you've talked about it before, like this year ago, Doki Ska, take a clip from the middle of it, take the chorus or whatever, and repost it on Twitter. You don't know. People might be viewing your Twitter for the very first time. Yeah. So you don't need to make more music. You've got plenty of music to make clips out of now. And then you've got plenty of shorts. Even if you've posted these shorts on Twitter, if it's been 2 or 3 months, you can repost them on Twitter. Oh, and the tweeting daily, I was under the impression that the algo doesn't like it when you go inactive for long. Is that accurate? So, yes and no. X is kind of a fickle thing. It doesn't like when you go inactive, but also low engagement tweets like these lower your average engagement as well. So if you're gonna tweet, make sure it has the potential to go beyond your regular audience. Whether that be, honestly, even with this tweet, just adding a little bit of your model, like a 3-second clip of one of your model's emotes, even just posting one of your emotes below, posting a picture of your character, like being tired or something, will enhance this already. So just, I would say, my sweet spot is like, make sure you're posting once every 3 days. But when you do post, make sure it's something that can travel beyond just a good morning post to your audience. Because again, we've kind of got to jingle keys in front of people's faces for them to engage with us. Oh, I used to do that in the mornings, but interaction-wise, I didn't change much, so I kind of stopped, yeah. Not me about to delete all my tweets. Oh, Fuku Star. If you know, you can submit to this form and I can take a look at your Twitter. If you do want to delete all your tweets, I highly recommend using something called Redact. This is how I mass delete tweets. If you ever wanted to restart and start over, using this program, it's awesome. It has a free version. It's great. But yeah, I don't think you need to mass delete your tweets. I think you just need to post more about the stuff that people know you for. In between the going live tweets. I think reminding people about your music at least once every 5 tweets would be good. If you were in the more, like, professional mindset. But if you are, like, fine with, like, hobbyists, don't worry about that. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about networking. I've gone through all your channel. I think you are a great candidate for doing both on-stream collaborations and also music collaborations. I personally find music collaborations easier to plan because time zones. Time zones, and also the majority of the work is asynchronous, meaning you don't have to be available at the same time as your collab partner. So really, what you can do is reach out to other other creators in music and be like, hey, you want to make something together? Now, here's the way you reach out to people. First, introduce yourself and how you are relevant to them. I'm gonna use myself as an example really quick. Hey, my name is Yam Albat, and let's say I was reaching out for a music collab. I would say, I play viola. I sing terribly, but also I have like a degree in music composition. Here's a link to a playlist of the music I make. Next, tie in who you are with the person you want to collab with. I noticed you also make music content, and I really like your cover of King. I mean, you know, just an example. When I saw that, I thought I'd reach out and see if you ever wanted to do anything together. Then say, I have a few ideas, but I'm open to hearing what you have in mind. Thank you so much for your time. I've done small covers, that I posted on Twitter before, but that falls into the same issue you already said. They got buried. Yeah. Honestly, things are gonna get buried. And all you can do is continue posting small clips, especially if something didn't do well the first time, try again. If it makes you feel better, even delete the old post of it. You don't have to, but you can. I'd also say, because you are VTuber fan adjacent and also making music, post on TikTok if you really want to grow. But yeah, never be ashamed of reposting. Very true, Elkrem. So yeah, I would say the easiest way to reach out to people is to introduce yourself with a connecting thread of what they do. Be very clear on what you want with the collab of just like, hey, you want to make music together? I can provide this. I really like the way you do this, so if we come together and we do something together, I think it would be great for both of us. Think of ways to phrase things as mutually beneficial. I am talking about professional collabs here. I'm not really talking about making friends here. Yeah. Yeah. So now, if you wanted to reach out for gaming collabs, this is kind of a weirder thing in the VTuber community, but the way I do it is I look at the games they play, and I look at the games I play, and I see if we have anything in common. I say, hi, my name is Yam Albat. I play a variety of games on Twitch, but recently I've been looking for more people to play insert game here we have in common. Is that something you would like to play together? If so, let me know. If you want to get to know each other a little bit better before the collab, here's my Discord. I'd be happy to just chat with you and see if we would be a good fit on stream together. Leave it at that. If they never respond, that's okay. I'd say only 10% of the connections I try to make actually become something. But those 10% have really, really enhanced my experience as a VTuber. Now, if you're looking for someone to practice collabs with, I really like the stuff you do. If you want to do something with me, let's plan something, you know? I'll definitely, do something with you. Probably music, because I'm not very good with time zones. But if you'd like to do something together, let me know. Alright. So, oh, you say, I like that approach because my biggest struggle is with the fear of coming off as a clout chase by asking for collabs. If someone interprets you as a clout chaser for literally offering to do something with them, they're not worth your time anyways. They're not. And that's okay. I will say, majority of the time, I reach out for collabs, I never hear back. And that's okay. I am first time catching you live since work of Music Box of Fate. Well, you will be happy to hear that I'm pretty sure my Music Box of Fate cover on Viola is actually going to release tomorrow, so feel free to check that out on my YouTube channel. Time zones are funky, but if you're live now, it's not super bad for me. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so yeah, let's find something we have in common, like a game or stuff. I'd love to do something with you. So yeah. Just focus on what you have in common and make it about the content, not about the person. Don't approach someone and say, hey, I'm a really big fan of you, can we collab? And then leave it open-ended. Don't do that. That scares people off. But focusing on the content and being like, hey, I make this content, you also make this content, would you like to make this content together? That's gonna give people a lot more of an idea that you are professionally minded, you're looking to make content first, and this isn't like a bid for friendship or an expectation that they have to be, like, they have to come up with the collab now. Yeah, come with an idea already. And you know what? 90% of them are not going to get a response. 90%. You just focus on the 10% that does. And if someone calls you a clout chaser, they're not worth it anyways. I promise. I have reached out to creators big and small, and I've worked with big creators and I've worked with small creators, and I can tell you, it's the same feeling. It's the same feeling for me, whether working with a big or small creator. What matters to me more is how much we have in common and their professionalism in their mindset. There are plenty of big creators who are not professional at all, and I would not like to work with them. There are a lot of small creators who are super professional and have 3 subscribers, and they're some of the best collabs I've ever done. So, reaching out regardless of number and more focusing on what content do they make that I think would, what content do they make that I think would, suit me? Sorry. that kind of threw me on the Twitch chat. Anyways, what content do we have in common? Are they a professional content creator in the same skill level as me, more or less? That's what you're trying to get with. Yeah. All right. That was good. I think this was a good first. No worries, Cyber. I think that was a good first male VTuber review. I really appreciate you, Lance White. Oh, funny thing is I've had plenty of ideas that I wanted to share, but I was scared to reach out. Well, allow me to be your first. Consider it a practice run. Pepper Wentz, sorry I'm late. Was my channel reviewed? Not yet. But, we went through our first 3 entries. I'm sorry I'm so in-depth. But I hope that this is entertaining and educational for anyone who comes in. Giant Tabby, welcome on in. Okay, so yeah, consider a collab with me to be your trial run. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know, like, hey, You know, this is how collabs go generally. I've done a lot more music collabs than I've done on-stream collabs, but I'm welcome. I'm happy to do either with you. Oh, hello, Giant. Apparently Cyber and Giant Tabby know each other. Very cool. Okay, for the sake of the VOD, I am not going to go too much longer, but I hope this was helpful. I hope, let's go to just chatting, and let's have a BGM going. Sorry, my BGMs are so epic. But, yeah, I'm gonna, cut this VOD, cut the intro out of this VOD, and then I'm going to, put chapters with the usernames and links in the description to these channels. I really appreciate the first 3. We've literally got how many? We've got 69, of course we do. Got 69 responses to this already. I plan on just, like, whenever I go live and I have the, when I have the gumption and the brain to, review channels, I think just going through this in a series, I might get faster, but, for now, I'm okay with this speed. And eventually I'll get to everyone. But thank you guys so much. I think that these were very, very, very high quality submissions. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to introduce yourself well, and give me clips and everything. Everyone so far has been great. I really appreciate my chat for not being, weird towards anyone. Sorry I'm not the most well-spoken person on stream, but I really, really try to, articulate myself the best I can. So, thank you, everybody, so much for watching, and as always, take care, Bat Bunch.